today our topic is spin. In this puzzle, it's white to move, and your task is to get some extra material.
92?
No, it's white to move.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Yeah, it's so the topic is spin.
Yeah, rook a4.
Rook a4. What do you think black could do?
E5.
E5, and then how would you play?
E3.
E3, exactly. So this is how you can win a knight. Okay, good. The next one. This is a really difficult one. Again, there is a tactical motive, pin, but the first move is not so obvious as it was in the previous puzzle. So just try to spend a minute while thinking. Oh, okay. So in this position you can notice that there are the queen and the bishop on the same diagonal, so they both attack on h7. The problem is that there is a knight standing on f6.
Bishop g5.
Yeah, if you play bishop g5 immediately, he can just simply play g6.
Oh. $95?
No, if knight e5, then he captures with the knight, you take with the pawn, and then it's a queen's trade.
Yeah.
So there is no checkmate, and you didn't get any material advantage. Okay, so one more hint. In this position, you should use the rook standing on e1. And to use this rook, you should open the e file.
Oh, d5?
Yeah, the first move is d5. So he captures. Then what?
Rook captures on e7. And then like bishop f5, pinning the knight.
No, so if rook captures immediately, then knight takes on e7. Oh. And if you play bishop g5, then he can simply move with his knight from e7 to g6 and block the diagonal.
Oh.
So the correct move here is bishop g5 again. You are taking on f6. So for example, g6, and how would you play in this position?
Knight. Knight captures on d5.
D5? No, you can't, because there is a bishop here, so it's okay for him to capture with the knight on d5. Then bishop takes, knight goes back, probably, or even not this knight, but this knight takes on e7, and everything is protected. So you should use this pin, but the problem is that there is a bishop on e7.
Rook captures on e7?
Yeah, rook captures. So if he takes with the knight, then it's it's easy.
And his bishop captures on f6.
Yeah, and you got two minor pieces for a rook and the pawn. Moreover, you can create a dangerous attack. For example, queen d2, queen h6. If he captures with the queen in this position, then how would you play?
Well, I guess he can win a pawn. No, you can't actually.
Okay, so there is a pin. How to use this pin? What we usually do in such cases?
Knight captures on d5.
Yeah, so your task is to increase the pressure on the piece which is pinned. So knight d5. He has to move with the queen because the queen is hanging and he can't capture with the knight. The queen will be lost. So queen moves, like d6, c5 maybe. Then you capture with the check here. So, and in this position you have two minor pieces for a rook.
Okay.
Okay, good. The next, this is also a difficult one, and your task is to checkmate in this position. You're playing for black, and it's black to move. So every time when you are looking for a checkmate, first you should analyze the moves with immediate checks.
Yeah, I was thinking of like rook e1, but it's not an immediate check.
Yeah, and okay, so what is the idea of rook e1? Because you see, it's not obligatory for him to take. He can just ignore this move.
Oh yeah.
For example, he can play queen f5.
Yeah. Rook g5.
Okay, rook g5, rook g2.
Rook. Queen to c5 check.
Queen c5 check. So what would happen if king goes to h1, for example?
Rook h2.
Rook where?
I think because rook h5. Sorry.
h5, rook h5.
Yeah.
He has to protect.
And then queen d. No. No, I think it works. Rook cap. Oh no. I was thinking of like rook captures on h2, then king captures, and then queen checks. And if king moves on to g2, then rook on e8 can go to e2, and it will win a queen. Yeah. Queen e5. No, it doesn't work. Oh, actually.
If I'm not mistaken, you should capture queen takes, and then you just simply play rook e5, threatening to give a pin.
Oh yeah.
And he can't move the rook to block this pin, because if rook f3, then rook e1 and you win the queen. So let's go back. In this position, he should play queen f2. How would you play then?
Probably no, that doesn't work. Yeah, I was thinking of rook e2. Maybe it does work.
So
No, it doesn't. It's a
what would
draw.
happen if rook e2?
Probably queen will capture queen.
Queen captures
No.
queen,
Oh yeah, it works. I didn't think about it.
and then how would you play?
Well, if queen captures queen, then rook on e can capture on g2, and it's gonna be a check.
Yeah, but then king goes to the h1.
And then rook. Oh well, yeah, it's gonna be a tie.
No, you lose because you can't check him on the h file because you lose the rook. Moreover, there is still queen on c5. So maybe rook e2 really works, but the thing is that your task is to find the checkmate after that. So rook e2, queen takes on c5. How to checkmate then?
Rook on g takes on g2.
King goes to h1.
Rook to h2.
King goes back to g1.
Rook g2. I think it's a checkmate.
Rook e to g2. Yeah.
Rook on, yeah, e to g2.
Yeah, right. You can checkmate with a pair of rooks. Okay, good. What about this position? It's really easy. It's black to move in this position, and there is a pin. Your knight on e5 is pinned. However, how would you play?
Knight to f3.
Yeah, exactly. You can get rid of this pin by making this check. Then you capture the rook. It's a discovered attack.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What about this position? How to play here? It's white to move. How to use this pin?
e7.
Yeah, that's the most simple move. E7, and he can't move with the knight because the rook is hanging, so he has to capture. And you take the knight. In this position, how to win? White to move again.
Bishop c2.
Bishop c2. What do you think black should do?
Probably king g6.
How do you play then?
g4.
Yeah, exactly, because if you capture immediately on f5, that's not enough to win the game because the king stands in front of the pawn.
Yeah.
And then he stands in opposition. That's a draw. So that's why in this position g4, and you can get the rook and still save your bishop. Okay, this one is a difficult one. In this position it's black to move. There is a queen and the bishop on this light squared diagonal, and the knight on f3 is pinned. So if I'm not mistaken, you can win a piece here or checkmate.
Yeah, I'm thinking of knight e5.
Knight e5. So, but what if queen takes?
Queen captures on f3 for black.
Yeah, so if king goes to g1, then what?
Queen g2.
Yeah, okay, so king goes to h3. How to checkmate here?
Well, I can see you can win a material. Rook.
The rook is
Oh
protected by
no.
the bishop.
Oh yeah. I think queen g2 works.
Queen g2, king goes to
Yeah.
g4.
F5 is
f5.
no, it's not accepted.
Why not?
Because king can go to f4.
King goes to f4.
Mm-hmm.
And then how would you play?
Queen f3.
Queen f3 is a checkmate,
Yeah.
right? What if after f5 king goes to h5?
Well, I think queen h3 works.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I think so.
f5, king f4, queen f3 is a checkmate. Of course, he can sacrifice the queen there. Then play bishop e6. Rook goes back. But I believe the king will be checkmated here. Moreover, there is a rook hanging on f1 and he already sacrificed the queen.
Yeah.
Okay, good.